Okay, so now we have the full range of motion, right? This is, anytime you lift your foot higher in the air, think about it, you've got a lot more downward force to hit into the ground, but that's more stress going through your joints, your connective tissue, your muscles. It's not a bad thing, but you got to keep in mind though that if you're not adapted to that, this is where the injuries could come, and you want to give your body, be patient, gradually expose your body to this. Even if you did one sprint workout a week, that's enough. Imagine if you did that for 6 months, you'd probably be able to go to a second workout. Yeah, you would naturally just start opening up your legs. You'd have a kind of a greater range of motion, which would allow you to strike the ground harder naturally, which is what speed comes from. Speed comes from striking down into the earth, and it's going to propel you further. So I never teach to increase your stride. Well, hey Franz, if I get faster, if I just lengthen out my stride. No, that's a great way to get a hamstring injury. The way to increase your stride is just to put more force in the ground. Stride length is a byproduct of the amount of force that you put in the ground. So there's a lot of natural stored kinetic energy in your tissues and in your tendon that will come from the range of motion. It'll also come from your genetics and the amount of fast twitch muscle fibers that you have, thanks mom and dad, or don't have, but anybody can improve their sprinting ability by just working on form, working on technique, but most importantly, being smart. Let's not be the people that get injured, okay? So with that higher amplitude, okay, this is gonna be lower frequency, but now I'm really going for a little more height here. Sorry for all this wind. All right, so now I'm getting more of a kind of a height on my skin, and even if I went higher frequency, I am kind of touching my whole foot on the ground, so I'm not worried so much about being on my toes because I'm not sprinting per se. This is a foundation to sprinting, but you'll notice as I'm skipping, I'm not pointing my toes down. I'm pulling my toes up. So this is what I would consider just a greater range of motion, right? And you really want to make sure you start at the level that you should start, which for most people is low amplitude. You got to start with low amplitude, okay? You can always crank it up, but we do 6 to 7 to 8 rounds of that. That is the warm-up, and that is pillar number 1, and that's going to get us to be able to do the next pillar, which is coming up right now.